Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live, coming to you live from upstate New York. I'm Flipper.
I'm JJ.
And we're a computer talk show, technology talk show. Really, really big show. Show. Anyway.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to this wonderful Finger Lakes day.
Yeah, partly cloudy with a chance of snow.
Right. It is New York. I mean, you know, give it 5 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah, beautiful fall weather. Gotta love it.
Right.
Anyway, if you got a computer question, technology question, iPad, iPhone, any type of computer, give us a call, 315-220-0692, or
you can check us out on Skype by Tech Talk Live NY, and you can get live on the air and talk to us live every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 Eastern Time, just in case you're in a different time zone.
Right. So please give us a call.
Yeah, we love calls. Actually, we love interaction. I love debating things. I love just getting right into it.
Reach out to us on Facebook.
You can check us out on Facebook. Like us, share us.
Yep.
So
we're on Twitter, Facebook, Skype.
You name it.
Google. You know.
Right.
So give us a call. We love it.
Right, we do. I still love your OtterBox for your iPad. I think that's cool.
Yeah, after about $1,000 investment, I think it was about time to get something to
right
protect it after 2 incidences that we had with it. Mom was like, "I'm buying an OtterBox for your iPad,
whether you like it or not."
Yep, pretty much.
Right.
You've spent enough.
I can imagine.
I agree. So thank you, Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi.
She got it for me, so it was a nice gift.
I think it's so funny.
And I want to apologize. I did not get the free app of the week up on the website this past week. Shame on me.
Well, you know what? I've been falling behind myself. I've been busy. Yes. Busy. Because I'm
why?
busy. I got a lot of stuff going on. Just, you know, I did the Digital Babble Wednesday night. I haven't even gotten that up yet.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I got to get that going, get that on.
Right.
Just it's been really a busy last couple weeks. We're trying to get ready for the election night results and stuff like that. I've got all the contact information. We just got to figure out what counties it is, and we'll get the ballots, and we'll sit here November 5th, I think it is.
What time are we going to start? I think we'll start early.
Well, Jim was like saying 9. Go 9 to 11 or 9 to 10 or 9 to 10:30.
That's just like when the polls are closing. Unless he's doing something else and doesn't want us involved. But
I don't know. We'll have to talk. He wants to sit down and talk sometime. So it should be interesting. So I know we got a lot of big issues. I know here in Seneca County we got a few big issues that are coming up that are going to be interesting. So
they are.
Yeah, there's propositions, there's 5 propositions this time around. So lots of really big races.
There's a lot of candidates running this year.
Well, it's one of those years. It's a re-election year for a lot of local government. So like your county supervisors, your judges, your local town boards are up for nabs, I believe. I don't think any of the villages are up, though.
How's the technology playing into this election year?
Well, it's all going to be done electronic. So you go to your polling site, and it's all the electronic voting that New York State pushed out this year. So that's kind of neat.
Right.
The reporting's all done through the results are all done through the web,
and they're there.
Yep.
Like almost instantaneously.
No more hand counting. No more hand calculating. I remember those nights. Sitting there, just, okay, read me the numbers off of this machine. Okay, that's the number. Okay, verify it. Yep. Okay, put it in. Now it's all done through the computer, so there's less likely for error.
So there's a chance that Flipper may get called out if there's a computer error.
If there's a computer error,
the county end.
But I really don't think it will be. I mean, it's really they've got it down to a science. I mean, they've really done really good.
Locked right down.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Once we got a few good people doing what they're supposed to be doing,
right?
I mean, everything's been.
I like how the technology, they got it. It's computerized, but I don't get still the big pieces of cardboard that you have to fill out and push in the machine, and it reads it, scans it, whatever.
Well,
I want the push button, flat screen, go in. close the curtain behind me, push the flat screen button, and there's my vote. Have a good day.
That would be interesting. Actually, I think the next phase for electronic voting is not even that. It's literally going to be, you're going to have multiple authentications, and you're going to go cast one vote online, and that's it.
Either online or at a polling place.
I think online. Because I really think polling places are going to become a thing of the past eventually. Probably the end of our lifetimes. But
we're going to have a username and password they're going to send you probably?
It's going to be multiple authentication. So you're going to have to either authenticate with a thumbprint and an eye scan or something. Username, password with multiple questions of like personal identification.
Something you have to register through.
Yeah.
The election office.
Once your vote's
elections.
Yeah, once your vote's done. I think the biggest problem is just having one authentication username and password.
And that's my gripe of the week, by the way.
Oh, well, let's do a gripe of the week then. And
Sorry.
Then I love that.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So JJ's gripe of the week is
the electronic cardboard things you go through
right
for elections.
Well, there's a reason.
I want the touchpad.
I want the touchpad too. I think that would be good. Or my personal one, I bet you would see so much more turnout if you could do it online somehow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, people would probably do it because then you could sit home election day, sign in.
I forgot to vote. Oh, I got 5 minutes. I can log on real quick. And
boom. You would see so much more turnout. I mean, the problem going to an election polling place or finding the right one that you're at. Making sure all your registration stuff's good. Yeah, it's still the same process as they did before with the mechanical.
Saving machines, supposedly, or getting rid of these old machines, mechanical machines, and you have to buy these new electronic ones, but now you have to buy these big pieces of square cardboard you have to send through the machine.
Well, I can't remember.
Still wasting money, I think.
I can't remember. I'll have to see if I can talk to...
It's still a waste of money, I think.
The two commissioners at Seneca County, Ruth Same and Joan Mooney. I wonder if... I don't know if it's true or not, but I wonder if it's... if the cost has actually gone up. I'm sure the cost had to have gone up.
Right.
But
That's my gripe.
Okay, so the big cardboard, doing it.
Right. It's the same process. Like there's no savings there, right?
Right. So
a little bit more technology only because the results come back faster. That's all it's saving you.
Okay. Really. There's JJ's gripe of the week.
You got a gripe of the week?
I
want the touchpad. Well, bring the touchpad.
I like that. Actually,
come on, New York State, catch up with technology.
I do have.
We're a little far behind.
I got to find it here. I do have one gripe of the week, and I think it's like probably so mainstream that it's probably not even a gripe anymore. But this whole thing over the HealthCare.gov website for the Obamacare.
Oh my God! Right,
right. I mean,
I'm so sick and tired of that.
Well, it comes down to. I mean, they've made it such a
ass ache.
Well, they've made it such a show.
Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
That's why you got a crack in yours, right?
Right.
Anyway, I just think they've done such a show to this. It's not even really a real thing that really would. I mean, it's just a big circus show. Okay, it didn't work. Let's figure out what the problem is. Go fix it, right? I mean, that's my thought process from a technical standpoint,
right?
But then you got people, you got the pundits, all the different people, just talking heads coming in at this, and this is just proof that this program ain't gonna work down with Obamacare, and then the other side's like, this really isn't proof, and it's just the contractor and us, we didn't talk or communicate properly, which then of course brings me to the other gripe. Communications. That's really what my gripe of the week this week is. It's not necessarily about this website being down. Okay, it's not really the political piece or the technical piece of the website being down. I just think it's really, by the end of the day,
chaos, crisis, and confusion without communications.
Right, and I think that's my biggest gripe this week is you read this article and you read these the whole things, like representatives from CGI Federal, Optium, or QSSI, Equifax, Workforce Solutions, and Serco, just 4 of the 55 contractors hired to get HealthCare.gov off the ground, told the House Energy Commission Committee that separately the technology they developed worked just fine. But when all 55 parts are combined, the site went live October 1st. It buckled under the pressure, leaving many unable to sign up and check out their healthcare options. Someplace, okay, and whether it's the people in the government that's overseeing it's fault or whether it's the contractor's fault, what basically broke down here is communications between all the 55 different moving parts. You know, you got 55 moving parts.
Where's the redundancy in this?
First, where's the redundancy? But really, where's the communication? It's just everybody's pointing fingers back to
each other.
Well, it's their problem because they changed this and that caused the problem. Oh, it's because of server issues.
Is this piece or that piece?
Right. I don't think it has anything to do with half of what the talking heads are talking about.
Right.
I know we're a set of talking heads, especially when you look on screen. We're hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Right. But really, by the end of the day, I really think it's more than this. It's more of a basic problem. I think the basic problem is communications. And then on top of it, to add to the problem of lack of communication, we now have people interjecting the thoughts of communication, like, well, they should have done this, or they did do this, but they didn't do that, and this is all this person's fault, and then you add the blame game to it, and it's just making the situation 10 times worse, rather than really doing what any technical person would do.
So if you know anybody who's behind the scenes on this, have them give us a call, 315-220-0692.
I would love to hear
them on
somebody. I would love to hear somebody's opinion if that's really if they really think that's the case.
See what they say.
Yeah, because I mean, really, by the end of the day, I mean, how can you not think that there's more of a basic problem? I mean, anytime that there's a major fall apart, major project that just kind of dies,
right?
Usually it's lack of communication. Usually it's either people didn't understand what you were saying,
correct?
Or it wasn't clearly communicated what exactly. I mean, it's just like HIPAA. It's just like Obamacare. It's just like anything. You look at these laws, and yes, they're wonderfully technical. Wonderfully technical. They address so many different issues, so many different things accordingly. But at the same time, they don't communicate it very well. They don't get it. I mean, it takes somebody else to paraphrase it on a website for people to get to it or get it,
right?
To really understand it. And it's just one of my biggest gripes is that the lack of communications when we sit here and we talk about stuff like this usually is the first step in the failing process. It's really just if they had more communication. Hey, listen, October 1st, we really can't go live because we really think that 55 moving parts here might be a little too much.
Might fail, right?
Why don't we try doing some type of testing? The other thing is too, I mean, you really look at the planning phase of this, it was planned for 4 years or 3 years, whatever it was. And then it wasn't until this last year that they grabbed all the contractors all together all at the same time and said, hey, let's go, let's do this.
Okay, you got this one, let's go.
Yeah, 55 people or 55 contractors, 55 moving parts, 55 different styles of coding, 55 different ideas of how it should work. And now, blah. So there's
my gripe of the week in regards to that is how many people know that if you don't have health care and you don't sign up for it, come to do your yearly taxes, guess what?
Yeah, you got to pay a fee.
$500. Mm-hmm. Have a good day. And you get the health insurance automatically.
Right.
How many people know that?
Well, you don't get health insurance automatically. You just pay the fine. Well,
it's like you get it's like your fee. You get like a yearly health care cost. Here you go, $500.
All right.
My way of understanding it anyway, but how many people still that $500 fee when you expect to get that back at the end of the year in your taxes?
Right. Well,
especially some of these people are low cost and maybe not as intellectual or up on the law, and they're expecting that $500 at the end of the year to help them get them by to pay some bills at the end, and all of a sudden, it's gone.
It shouldn't be this year though.
Yes, it's this year's taxes. This year's you have to file,
which would be for last year's law, which I think is wrong.
You have to file 20. Yeah, next this coming January you have to file.
Right for 2013.
Right.
So all of 2013, Obamacare wasn't in place. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it shouldn't work that way.
Prepaying, I think.
Oh, great.
Take a prepay.
But again, I mean, it's one of those things where you shake your head and you're just like, okay, well, like me and you won't get it because I mean our employers
provide it,
so we won't have to. But the people that are self-employed and
I mean, you have to prove that you have insurance either through your spouse or through your business.
Yeah.
But still, if you don't have it, all of a sudden...
$500. Yeah, you got to pay an extra $500 on your taxes if you're paying in.
Now
or you're losing $500 because...
Now you're not getting anything back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, well...
Surprise.
I suppose it just depends on how you look at it, too. I mean, I've always been... I've really never had a good, strong... opinion on either side of the fence on this.
Neither have I, but I'm just like,
there's really some real major stupidities here, just like there's really major stupidities in car insurance. Just as well as there's some really good there's some really good quote unquote things that it helps or solves or it benefits.
Right.
So I mean, it's so hard to really get. I can't get on one side of the fence or the other on this one because I just can't. I can see why this is happening here. I can see why this is happening here. We talking Canada? What?
Canada's got that regional healthcare system.
Well,
we want to be just like Canada.
Well, but Canada. Well, no, actually, I believe Canada's a completely socialistic. It's government-run healthcare. Everything's government-run healthcare.
Everybody's got healthcare.
Right.
Period.
So, and it's just a form of tax. So this is nowhere close to that. I mean, this is not even for everybody. This is only for the select people. Well, it really only addresses the underinsured, uninsured, or the poor, low income, poor people, or self-employed people. Those are the only 4 sectors. Anybody else that's working and gets insurance, this doesn't really affect other than.
Some businesses don't have to offer it, but now they do if they have X amount of employees, like 10 or more.
Right, 10 or more. But still, I mean, most businesses, if they're that successful to get 10 or more, probably should be offering some form of health care. I mean, to keep their workforce healthy, if that's really their major. I mean, think about it. If you got a contracting business and you got 20 employees, okay, you must be doing halfway decent to say, okay, I got 20 employees. These people make houses for me. Maybe I should think about, doing some type of employer benefit thing. And I think that's one of the issues here is that it kind of pushes.
I don't think you'll see some of these people that are looking to retire who can't afford health care. I'm only working because I need health care. And this is a low-cost way of getting health care through Obamacare.
Right.
To get actually retire. And live off their retirement.
Earlier. Yeah.
Right. They can live off their retirement, which they've planned for 40 years,
Right. I could see that happening, too. I could see where that comes to be
a lot of people retire.
I'd like to see what that does, if that really happens or not. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it does give...
Why would I pay, like, $2,000 a month for my health insurance when I can go $500?
Well, it wouldn't be $2,000. I mean, $2,000 a month, that's a bit high. That's like...
$1,200.
Well, I mean,
family policy is what? Get paid full shot. What is it? $675 a month, $679 a month for up to 3 or up to 4.
That's Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I think that's with your percentage, though.
Well, no, that's not your percentage. That's the premium, and then your employer pays X, and then you pay X. So
I think it's about $1,200.
Really?
Altogether, probably for medical and dental, probably.
Well, if you had dental, I suppose there would be a little bit more in there, so I suppose that would work too.
You're talking $1,000 at least, I bet you.
I'd like to see the statistics on that before I would weigh in on that. Because if I remember correctly, I mean, Dad's health insurance.
Right.
On his pay stub, it was $398 a pay period, so it was $700, and it covered Mom, me, and him for medical, dental, and eye care. And it was all through Blue Cross Blue Shield. And then he paid 0 or 10%. I think he paid 10% of the premium. So out of the $398, he had to pay $39 a pay period.
Yeah, but that was a while back. So
well, that's true. It was a while back. So I mean, I'm sure it's come up a little bit. So yeah, maybe $1,000 by now.
$1,200
depends. I mean, it also depends on what insurance company you're with too. I mean, if we're with the MVP
or Blue Cross Blue Shield
or Tri-State. Tri-State's interesting. Tri-State actually has some really low cost insurance plans, but can't get them unless your employer sponsors them.
Nice.
Which is so weird. I don't understand what that means, other than they say, yep, we're going to get you the majority of our membership will be our employees. So like saying, if you have 500 employees, 260 of them will sign up with Tri-State. Right. I think that's what the sponsorship is. But
nice.
But I think it's just to do the financial thing to make sure that what they're pulling in is cost effective enough in order to offer the plan at such a low cost. So yeah.
Nice. Hey, what's going on? We got Halloween coming up here.
I know.
Soon.
Candy. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. There's a lot of things going on where people are doing some really stupid stuff, like lasers to eyes. I heard about that the other day, that at a Halloween party, kids were giving other kids laser eye surgery. I'm like, get out of here.
Damage.
But yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff going on. Razor blades and doggy treats, for if you're giving out dog treats to the dogs for Halloween as well, and stuff like that. There's just a lot of weird
wackos out there.
Yeah. So be careful.
Right.
Be careful.
And anyway, if you want to go on to the Apple store, Apple's got a Halloween section of games and stuff that listed on their webpage.
Ooh, spooky.
They have kid-friendly fun games. They have scary story games. They have craft and costumes. They have vampire games, zombie games, spooky games, and even more Halloween games. They have them listed anywhere from $5.99 to free. And in each section, The Walking Dead is free. Scary stories.
Right.
The Haunting of Melissa, the 39 Steps is $3.99. They got some great craft costume apps. Help you create your costumes for your kitties.
Really? Give you patterns and stuff to help
give you ideas and
nice. I need that. I'm totally.
And then of course they give you the Targets and the eBays and stuff where you can go buy stuff too. The Disney store and stuff where you can buy costumes as well on top of it.
Oh, I could just hear somebody right now,
Those who love vampires, there's a lot of free vampire games on there, such as Guardian Cross, Hotel Transylvania, the Vampire Season, Monster Defense.
Blah, blah, I suck your blood. I suck your RAM out of your computer.
Then there are the infamous zombie games.
Well, of course, zombies. I mean, how can you go wrong with zombies? I mean, I love zombies. Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies, of course. We're famous. That's free too. If you
ever get to watch, we do a Star Wars on May the 4th be with you. So the week of May the 4th, we do a Star Wars show here on Tech Talk. And I have my two besties, geekies, Gurus on the shows.
Star Wars
geekies, besties, whatever, however it works out. But they come on and they talk about some different things. We try to get an interview. Like this last year, we interviewed Tim Levin, who was writing a new book or new novel. It was really interesting. We had him on the phone, calling all the way over to Wales, I think it was.
Yes, if he can call, you can call us. Give us a call.
315-220-0692 or call us on Skype by looking for Tech Talk Live NY, and you can get us a hold there.
Yes, get a hold of us on the chat.
Email, you name it. We got it up. We want to hear from you. You know why? Because this could be a fun live show.
Right.
We just got to get people to listen live.
Sorry, so I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Sorry. No, that's okay. You do that all the time.
I do that all the time.
All right. You are like my Ed McMahon to my waffles and eggs.
Aww.
So
that's so sweet.
I know. Somebody told me the other day, they're like, you two I just love watching you. I don't watch you live.
Johnny Carson.
Yes. They're like, I love watching you two because you two just kind of go. And it's just entertaining to listen to you two talk about stuff in the background.
Right.
He literally turns it on, doesn't watch the video, turns it on, and then
I don't want to watch me either.
Well, right, yeah. I didn't even shave yet today.
Right.
And I got a wedding. I got to go shoot a wedding later.
So. Yeah, so anyway, a bunch of zombie games out there, free cost.
How can you go wrong with zombies? That's where I was.
Yeah, Gunner Z, Plants vs. Zombies, Zombie Road Trip, The Drowning,
Burn Zombie Burn. Go check out Burn Zombie Burn. If you got a PlayStation 3, oh my God, what a great game that is.
Yep. This one sounds pretty cool. I didn't look at it yet. Zombies Eat My Friends.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah.
What does it do? Connect to your Facebook and then like
I don't know.
Munches on people?
It's a free app. I should upload it. But yeah,
always remember, if the zombie apocalypse actually happens, I'm feeding you to them so I can run and save myself. Right?
Hey, thanks. Then you got Into the Dead. You got Call of the Mini Zombies 2. You got Zombie Fish. Where's the shark zombies? Come on.
No zombie NATO. I don't want a movie called Zombie NATO. If I hear that there's a game called Zombie NATO, I will flip lid.
Yeah. How about spooky games? We got Limbo game, $4.99. We got.
Oh my God, Limbo! Limbo is phenomenal.
Is it? I've never played it.
I love it. I mean, it's so depressing. It's funny.
Really?
It's this little tiny. It's a side scroller.
Yep.
And it's all kind of black and white, very dreary, dismal. The music's even dreary and dismal. And you're this little kid that gets sucked into a dream world.
It's $4.99.
And I know, it's freaking phenomenal, too.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. You got to try it. It's great. But it's so depressing. It's fun.
Ages 9 and up.
This poor little kid's like walking through. Wow. He's walking through the world, and he has to go. It's like
Pitfall. It's all dreary.
It's almost like Pitfall, but really slow. But it's a puzzler. So, like saying you come up on a plant, and it looks like a normal plant, and you walk up too close, all of a sudden it eats you. Right? Wow. And it eats you in such a way from a side scroller black and white thing.
It looks like he's pushing a wheel or not a wheelbarrow, but
a gold cart,
a wagon.
A wagon, yeah. But you got to solve puzzles, and that's what it's all about. It's all about solving puzzles. He's depressed. Wow. It's a depressing world. It is just, I don't care. It makes anybody's depressing life look 10 times better. Woohoo! Right.
Go play it.
So $5, man. I'm telling you, great game.
$5.
Great game.
Keep you occupied for a while with it?
I keep saying I'm going to buy it, but I ain't got the money right this second.
Yep. Dead Space is an EA.
Dead Space is spooky as heck.
It's an EA game too.
I can't do Dead Space.
That's $9.99.
There's 2 games I can't do. I'm a big wuss. Okay, there's 2 games that I can't do. One is Dead Space because of the grotesque, the aliens and stuff. I mean, there's like this one alien.
Yeah, it's definitely ages 12 and up.
Oh, I would say 16 and up. It's pretty graphic. I mean, it is really graphic. The other one is the BioShock series.
Okay.
It's not that it's so graphic, but it's graphic enough that it's really kind of. I think it's more the spooky element of it. Like you're walking through this hallway,
right?
And all of it opens up into a room, and you have to go into the middle of the room and press the button. There is nothing around you. You've checked every corridor, everything. There's like a dead guy sitting there, just kind of dead. You go push the button, all of a sudden the lights slowly dim, and you hear, and then the guy comes out of nowhere, and he's like right in your face. You're like, bang, firing the shotgun. It like freaks you right out.
That's kind of one of those you got to sit in a dark room, all the lights off.
Well, when do you think I play video games?
Volume turned up, right?
Yeah.
And you get like the 3 screens around you.
No, you just need a really big 55-inch
surround sound.
Dude, man, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, that'd be cool.
Dude, you just got to come over one time. I'll see if I can borrow BioShock from Seth, and I'll let you play it here at the house at night with the 45-inch.
Nice. That'll work. And of course, there's always the more Halloween games, such as Subway Surfers, Despicable Me, Mine Rush, Halloween games, The Simpsons, The Costume Quest. You got SpongeBob movies.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
You got the classic Pinball Arcade Halloween series. So go check it out on the Apple Store. A big selection of Halloween games and to-dos.
You can find a lot of those on your PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, and Android Store as well.
It's true. Google Plus.
Google Store. Yeah, Google Play. That's what it is.
What you got? I took up most of your time there. I think I interrupted you to go into that, actually.
I don't care. Whatever.
You don't care? I don't care.
How we do the what smartphone users are worried about and some stats.
Uh-oh.
With today's day and age, I mean, you always got, now smartphones, more people using smartphones and so on and so forth.
Disposable smartphones, just throw them away.
Well, I saw this article, I think it was on securitymag.com, and it was really interesting, and I decided I wanted to really talk about this a little bit because it was just kind of like, you can see the Great Divide. Okay, so like if you look
waters part the way.
They do. Oh. Rated age 30. It's
nice.
like age 29 is like the cutoff, and then 30.
Cool.
So 30 plus, 30 to 50, people are really using more smartphones just as kiddie joking around fun kind of stuff, posting on Facebook, making comments and stuff like that. Really nothing too serious. Some people are using it for passwords in that age group. So like they'll start
or 29
30 to 50, 30 to 49.
Okay.
Tend to put passwords, like their bank passwords on their devices, passwords to their email accounts, passwords to whatever, because they're not remembering them very well. Or whatever.
The coming of age.
So really, it's so that's the first stat that I was kind of really interested in seeing. The younger generation puts more personal information out there and would be totally embarrassed and totally devastated if any of their private information was then published out on the internet or on the web if their phone ever was hacked or lost, stolen,
such as like Snapchat and Vine and
all that stuff. Right.
They think it's secure, which is
even if they don't think it's secure, they think it's on their local phone. It's not going anywhere unless they tell it to go somewhere.
They do. They do tell it to go somewhere. Go to this person. Guess what?
Sometimes, not all the time, but the point comes down to is the statistic shows that the age group, 16 to 29 are more worried about public perception or the embarrassment of their private information, but not so concerned with security, like of their bank accounts and so on and so forth. They're more worried about the social implication or problem.
Right.
Whereas the 30-something to 49-something are more worried about security because they've stored passwords and stuff on their phones. Whereas the 50 to whenever, the older age group that might have...
they just don't use it.
They don't care. They use it. Oh, don't say that. Oh, my God. Aunt Peggy would be on here in a heartbeat.
Sorry, Aunt Peggy.
She's got a smartphone.
Sorry.
But really, those people don't tend to put passwords out there. They write them down someplace in a little book or whatever, and that's their methodology. So they don't worry so much about security, and they don't care about public perception so much. Plus, they're not posting stuff like stupid stuff that's like really stupid.
Stupid stuff that's really stupid.
Stupid stuff that's really stupid.
Right.
Wow. There's a college entrance exam question.
101.
Right. Yeah. Right.
101.
Feel like, hey, how you doing?
Hey. Right.
I like stupid stuff that's really stupid. Thank you.
.com.
Right. But no, really, it just it's interesting to see those statistics and how they kind of move. Constantly buying and using this is a nice statement. Brave New World is what this one section is called.
Okay.
Gone are the days when we used phones merely as a means of communications, which was said by Alicia Di Vittori, whatever, I can't pronounce her name. It's spelled... that's a good name. It's wow. In a statement outlining Sprint and Lookout's findings, we're constantly buying and using mobile devices like smartphones and tablets in need of safekeeping. Just ask Apple. Out of the 1,003 Americans surveyed, 10% check their phone every 5 minutes, 66% check them every hour, 97% check them around friends and family.
Right.
Gone is the way of the social person. We no longer have the ability to communicate in real life. We can only communicate through our phone.
You know what? If I have to talk to my daughter in another room, I text her.
You have got to be kidding me.
Get in here now. Nope.
Wow, that is fat and lazy, dude. I gotta tell you,
dude. I'm telling you, they don't hear you. So you send them a text.
They hear you.
They hear you. Well,
really?
They hear that phone. They hear that phone.
Wow.
Come here. I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, so it's not necessarily that you're being fat and lazy. It's just that you're trying to communicate, and the only way that they're communicating is
communicating back. Right.
Is with a phone.
Right.
I find that horrible.
I'm telling you, it's that age group.
I don't care. I find that horrible. I think it's stupid. I mean, it's just like watching people.
On the other end of the house.
No, wait, but hang on a second.
Send them a text.
Hang on a second. Okay. Now, you see it at work.
Yep.
At times. Okay. Older adults that are just walking around with their head down constantly with their phone.
Correct.
Okay. I've seen it with not only everybody from line workers to supervisors and upper management, they're all down in their phones. It's like nobody communicates normally.
No eye contact, right?
No eye contact, no attention.
Hey, right,
no attention. No attention. It's like everybody's got ADHD for some reason, and it's like, oh, my phone.
Yep.
Hey, JJ, oh, my phone. Hang on. Hey, no, wait a minute, hang on. Oh, they're really getting me on Facebook. Hang on a second. You know, they're blowing up my phone.
Work. I'm hooked to work all the time.
Hyperconnectivity.
Oh, my God.
I don't care for hyperconnectivity. I think there's a reason for it, and there's a good tool for it. Like if you saying if you were a network admin or a engineer that has to monitor systems all day, okay, and you're there 24/7.
I need to learn to once or twice a day, not every hour while I'm home after hours.
Right.
That's what's getting.
That's why I just toss the phone in a drawer and I walk away.
That's what's getting me in trouble.
Mm-hmm. But I think the thing that I'm trying to get to is this hyperconnectivity-ness. I mean, I can understand having alert systems that would alert you, but to make it like, okay, completed my backup. Okay, completed the backup.
Oh,
okay.
I forgot to show you. Got apps.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, got apps.
We definitely have ADHD. We are jumping around like.
Sorry.
Oh, look at JJ's shirt. That's how weird that was. I mean, just like, ooh, right? Squirrel. Ooh, turtle. Oh.
Anyway, back to the story.
Anyway,
I had to.
After that brief commercial, after that brief commercial there, we now take you from your train of thought that just crashed in a huge ball of fire. Anyway, so here's a couple more of the stats out of this article, and if you get a chance, go check it out. It's right on PC Mag, and it's on securitywatch.com. That's what it's called. And of those people surveyed, 63% of the users say they'd be upset if they left the house without their phone.
That's me.
Without phones, 29% of the users would miss texting, the most followed by... calling with 26%, and email with only 9%. Only 9% of the people use it for email.
Wow.
Out of the people that would have...
It's like walking out the door without your watch on. You know?
Do you see a watch?
Oh, got mine back, finally.
Well, I don't wear a watch. I don't. I'm very simple. You know, and I think that's one of the reasons why.
Or your wallet or something, you know?
Well, now that's the thing. I mean, my wallet, my keys are my life. As long as I have my wallet, my keys, I'm comfortable.
Right.
Okay. If I don't have my phone necessarily on me, I don't care. Okay. But if I know I need my phone because I'm going to be out and about or something, and I don't have it on me because...
Do you need your computer at home at night?
I don't know. My PlayStation, maybe.
What about your laptop?
No.
No? You don't go to your laptop every night? Every day?
Maybe a day or two. Yeah, I can go a few days. I mean, like when we went just out there this last...
You didn't bring a laptop with you?
No.
B bringing a laptop with her?
B brought her laptop. I brought my tablet so I could play.
Tablet.
Same thing. No. The only reason why I brought my tablet...
It's like a cell phone. You need to have some type of...
It's not that I needed... I didn't have to have the communication. I didn't need the communications piece. All I wanted it for was to play my Splinter Cell game. That was it.
Okay.
That's all I brought it for, was for entertainment purposes. Didn't even check the email all 3 days.
Okay.
Did you get an email from me?
Nope.
Well, there you go. Merry Christmas.
I saw B on Facebook though.
Yeah, B was on.
Hi,
yeah,
BB.
yeah, B
Sorry,
was.
BB.
Yeah, B was on Facebook every chance she got. I mean, it's just kind of, Anyhow, there's one more statistic here. Okay. Of course, with the new world has new rules for keeping vulnerabilities at bay. Personal information safe, and not all users following them. 18% of those surveyed stored password information on their phones, while 26% remain uninformed of the risks of clicking strange links and downloads. Nearly half of all users don't bother using a passcode at all. One of the simplest security measures. Bad habits can be hard to notice and harder to break. But if users are really worried about privacy and don't know what to do, being cautious and paying attention to their mobile activity is a good place to start. So that's really, I just, Oh, here's the one that I wanted to read you because that's what I was trying to say earlier. So aside from the potential risks, stolen data, 1 out of 3 users under 30 said they'd just be embarrassed if their information was exposed. That's not surprising considering how much of ourselves we can now put on the internet and how much of it apparently
is that how much we show?
Ripe for the taking. Right. Well, it's just like the same concept of, I mean, I remember when you first got on the internet, which was kind of neat. You know, you would go out and people on Yahoo, you know, with their pictures and stuff for, you know, different things, you know, maybe they had a picture of them with a baby bonnet on and a binky.
Right.
You know,
a baby bonnet and a binky.
Yeah. And
just
they were going,
Halloween.
Yeah. Right? Whatever. And they would use that as their profile picture. What does that say? What window into the soul does that give you? Well, either they're a jokester or they're really psychotic, right?
Entertainment.
Maybe they're entertaining too. I suppose that works too. But my point is that, you know, those things were silly and stuff. Now you have people that are, I mean, look at the selfies in the bathroom with the sexy underwear and the whatever that the girls are posting on Facebook. Selfies. That's what they're called. You know, they sit there and they aim the phone in the mirror. Hey, look at my butt. Look at my butt. Yeah, look at my butt.
Come up with the terminology.
Here's a couple good ones. Hey,
we'll come up with the terminology.
Look at me. You know, I mean, it's just that's a selfie.
It's like pasties, you know, or stickies, or
pasties.
What is it?
Yeah, digital pasties. That's what it's called, JJ. Exactly, right there.
Digital pasties. Where do they come up with the terms? You know,
the selfie
term.
Of
myself. So it's selfie.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I can
see it's a picture of myself.
I'm gonna be totally get people mad at me, but I don't care. It's got to be one of those blondes.
That's kind of funny.
Who came up with it? It had to been one of those hot smoking blondes that sat there and was taking pictures and thing. Oh, I'm doing a selfie, and if somebody asked her what she was doing, I'm doing a selfie. It's
and
okay.
It just took off. Like
right, it went viral. It had
to be something.
It had to be something just like that.
Something they posted.
It was not a fat bald guy sitting in his underwear behind the computer playing video games that came up with that.
Or two guys talking.
Or two guys on a radio show. There's no way it could be.
Nope.
Wow, we are totally...
Oh, that's too funny.
That is too funny.
That's
you ready
great.
to move on?
That's great.
You ready to do App of the Week?
We can.
All right. What?
Oh, wait, it's too early. Sorry.
Oh, okay, try it again. I can't even do it. And now it's time for JJ's free App of the Week.
Yeah, baby, it's the free App of the Week. Of course, brought to you today by the Apple Store. Roll out to the app and App Store and check it out. It's called Figure. Ages 4 and up. Figure is... Well, let's give you a brief description of it. You got 3 minutes and want to make some music? Figure is a fun music-making app for instant inspiration. Create an addictive beat before the next bus stop and lay down a beefy bass line while waiting in line at the bank. Figure will have you making music within seconds, yet deep enough for endless play on a transatlantic flight. Truly designed for the mobile user on the go, Figure gives you drums, bass, lead, synth, controlled by incredibly easy use touch interface that gets you sounding great literally in seconds. Slide your finger across the play pad and hear your bass play automatically. Tweak the rhythm, the range, the scale, the step wheels, and get results that you're looking for instantly. Program the drum beats. Program the drum beats is just as easy. Set the rhythm up to play the drums as your fingers, and you won't want to stop. You won't want to believe how amazing your phone can sound.
Yeah,
it's Figure on the Apple Store.
Figure, like spelled just like it sounds. Figure.
Figure. Yep.
Figure.
All
right.
Ages 4 and up. So go drop a beat while you're waiting in line at the bus. Looks like it could be a fun game.
Sounds like it.
Anyway, it's the free App of the Week brought to you today by the Apple Store.
I gotta say, I gotta give a big shout out to anybody who can drop a beat on a mic. I mean, that's just amazing. Amazing what they can do.
Beatboxing?
Oh, yeah. Stepping, whatever. Yeah. All of it.
Picky. Yeah, no. Wiki. It didn't work.
I got a wiki. I go to the wiki, man. I learned lots of stuff from wiki.
Right, exactly.
Wiki.
Oh my God, too funny.
That is funny.
Anyway, give us a call 315-220-0692 between 11 and 12 on East Coast time.
East Coast, man. We're East Side, man. East Side,
in the heart of the Finger Lakes.
Right on the tip of the middle finger of the Finger Lakes, too.
Yes, we are the finger of the Finger Lakes.
Somebody asked me the other day, where do you live? I go, have you ever seen a map of New York? You know where the Finger Lakes are? Yeah, it's that group of lakes right in the middle of New York State, upstate New York. Yeah. Okay, find the middle one. Okay, pretend like I'm flipping you off, and right there we are at the top.
There you go.
And everybody's just like, really? I said, absolutely.
Absolutely. Can't miss us.
It's great. It's funny.
Too funny.
Anyway, some Windows 7 tricks, which also works in Vista, and I believe it also works in Windows 8.
Okay.
I just thought I'd grab a few because I really think, we are a technology show. We probably should do something technology-based,
right, once in a while.
Computer-based, Try to get people sparked to call in or email in your questions or whatever. How-tos, yep. So one of the neat things, and I'll post this on our blog or I'll post it in the show notes, is God mode.
God mode.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. It's like,
hallelujah.
Basically, you make a new folder and you call it God mode dot and then your braces and then the SSID code. It's really long. It's dragged out. You can cut and paste it from my page or whoever's page you happen to see it. But you make that new folder with that name and all of a sudden it brings every setting, well, almost every setting that you can change in Windows operating system into that folder.
Okay.
So if you want to find a particular setting, maybe you can't find a particular setting that you really need to change. Instead of going to control panel and sifting around that and going to maybe, display properties and trying to figure out what tab to be under and all that good stuff, this God mode folder puts a lot of those settings or shortcuts to those different areas right there. So it's just a big folder with a bunch of list of different settings grouped by what they are.
Nice.
So like under display would be change resolution, change background color, change font, change how the Windows glass appears. All that stuff is just grouped in it right there. And it's, they're grouped, they're the major categories. So you should be able to find any setting in Windows through that.
Okay, nice.
So that's kind of neat, user changeable stuff, and then also it works pretty good. So God mode, check it out. If you can't find it here, or if you don't happen to get it here, if you just listen to us live, you can go check it out. Just go to Google and go Windows space God mode, and you will find where it says to make a new folder with this ID code and the name of this, and make the name this, and it goes, and it's just amazing. I'm really thinking about putting one on every computer I'm working on because I would benefit from that as a tech trying to figure out, well, what setting did you mess with,
Nice.
Another really neat enhanced trick for Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows 8, is the enhanced calculator. I didn't realize I play with calculator all the time. I use it all the time.
Right.
Never really explored all the enhanced features because I kind of poo-pooed it. I was like, yeah, whatever, That's probably nothing major. It's probably stupid stuff. So I've been going out to the web to get some of these more advanced calculation features.
Right.
They've been sitting right there in the calculator the whole time. Mortgage calculation. You can put in your purchase price, down payment price, what your interest. Just calculator, right in there. You just got to go under view and change the view.
And gives you the scientific calculator, whatever it is.
Not scientific calculator, but if you go under the enhancements, you can get like mortgage calculator. You can get
neat.
Investment calculator. So if you say how much you have an investment, how much you're getting for a return. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of neat. So go check out your calculator and go check out all the settings because it's really amazing. You don't have to go out to the web to get all these calculations. They're right there in your computer already if you got Windows.
Right.
Problem step recorder. I don't know how many times you or I have talked about it, but back in the day especially, we were always like, oh, I wish people could send us screenshots and what it looked like and maybe notate what happened and so on and so forth, and it would help us diagnose problems faster, right? Well, problem step recorder, or PSR, is a great little product that's built right into Windows, and you can do just that. And it saves it as an XMS HTML file And it literally gives you screenshots every step that you do. And then you can go back when you stop the recording. You can go back and notate each screen.
Neat.
So it's really neat. So in order to get to PSR, all you got to do is just hit your start button, go down to the search field down there and type PSR and hit enter. And it'll pop up immediately. And then you hit record to show us the problem. And it really gives us a way, it gives technicians a way to really see something. It also gives me a way and you a way if we want to teach something too. Here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3, here's step 4.
Nice.
So it can be dual purpose. So PSR is a really neat product that's in Windows that most people don't know about. I also really like the view reliability history, and all you got to do is go down to that same start search button down there, start, and then under the search field, type view reliability history, and then press hit enter. Put the spaces where they belong.
Yep.
And it gives you a complete graph of the history of how your computer's been running lately.
Oh, that's neat.
So, like saying if you're having a lot of problems, like it's shutting down on you in the middle of the day or at night or whatever,
right.
It'll show you a graph of, okay, I'm working, not working. Okay, I'm working, not working. And then it gives you little pop-up, like little bubbles, like cartoon bubble, I guess,
yep.
or a little eye, information bubbles. You cover it with your mouse. It tells you what was the problem or what it thinks the problem was.
That'd be neat.
So that's a neat little tool that's not, a shortcut or anywhere obvious with Windows. And the last thing, which I really thought was really neat, because a lot of people have been downloading programs to do this and buying programs to do this, is a lot of people are like, well, how do I make sure that my hard drive's secure and the files I deleted are really truly deleted? Because when you just delete a file, it just marks it for deletion. It doesn't actually delete it. It doesn't overwrite that section of the hard drive to make it unreadable by somebody else.
Right.
So if you're ever worried about your free space containing information or private information that you don't want somebody else to have, you can do this built-in wipe of free space command just by going to the command prompt. So start, accessories, command prompt, or system tools and command prompt, depending on where it's located.
Yep.
And you're going to type in cipher space /W : and then your drive letter. And cipher is spelled CIPHER. And again, it's space, then /W : and then your drive letter. So like saying if you want to do your free space on your C drive, it would be C. And then it takes a while. So it's kind of like defrag. You got to just walk away from it for a few hours and just let it do its thing. But what it does is it automatically writes 1s, 0s, and it totally scrambles that free space so that no matter what was still sitting there, most likely, I'm going to say most likely, if you had passwords stored there or whatever, no problem. They're gone. They're gone. So
you're going to post this to our website?
Yeah, I'll post it.
Or our Facebook page? Or?
Yep. I'll probably put it in the show notes. That way it's just there.
As a link?
No, just part of the show notes, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want me to link it, I don't know.
I don't know if you get off a website or something, you can link it to it. That'd be kind of cool.
I think I don't know where I collected them from several different websites.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Anyhow, 54. I got to do around the tech yet, but why don't we do one of the last articles here? Facebook criticized for revising ban on beheading videos. Facebook has stirred up controversy with a recent decision to reverse its ban on videos showing people's beheadings.
Ugh. Well, why would you watch?
I have no idea. Facebook, you can go behead yourself as far as I'm concerned. They have made some really stupid decisions lately. And that's gross. One of them. Why would you show that kind of crap?
I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. Hang on a second. It's not crap to everybody. I know, but,
Right. Have you ever heard of Shot? Is it Shot? Shot, I think it's called. I don't know. We got somebody downloaded something onto our computer, and this Shot is running, keeps popping up, running in the background.
Okay.
I have to keep turning it off. I thought I deleted it. Can't find where it's running. So this is running somewhere. Mm-hmm. It's not running on my profile, but it's running in somebody's profile.
Okay.
So I was just wondering how to get it out of there.
Okay.
It keeps on going back to.
Well, it's hiding in one of three places.
It's like Microsoft is. I can't even remember what the error message says. Something running with Microsoft Outlook or something. You want to refer back to Microsoft Outlook or something. It says something Microsoft. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's weird. Most likely it's hiding in one of three places. Is it only happening when you get on the internet? Or
when you first log on? Ding,
oh, it is right there. Okay.
It pops up. Ding.
Okay, so it's probably in one of the startup files. So if you go to your start in the search box or start in run command and do msconfig, okay, and go over to the startup tab, it'll show you everything that's starting up. And what you're going to look for is something that looks odd. You know, something that doesn't look like a normal thing or doesn't have the company name associated with it usually. Usually like something that starts with like, you know, C08YGN, whatever might be in. And then the other thing is where the location of the program resides. So when you look at the path, it says C drive / program files. Those are usually pretty good programs, usually. Okay. The ones that are hidden or the ones that are, you know, drive-by downloads or whatever, usually stick in a user profile. So you'll see C:\user /app data /low / whatever the program name is. So that's a way to kind of tell from your startup if you might have a little baddie sitting in the background.
Right.
And that's what it almost sounds like, is that you got a baddie attached to a startup. Hopefully it doesn't, two things. Hopefully it hasn't infected any system files where the system file actually reinfects the computer and you can just get rid of the file and you're good. Okay. If it has infected the system files, you could try some like Adware and some of those other malware products and see if you can't just get it cleaned up and get it out of there.
All right.
But you really want to check your startup because that'll really tell the tale. And if you can't figure out something, you can always just take a screenshot by going Shift Print Screen, going into an email, pasting it into the body of the email, and then sending it to somebody like myself or whoever. And, you know, we can usually take a look at it and go, oh, okay, this is probably it. So
yeah, it keeps popping up. I thought I had it cleaned up out of there, but no.
Are you vibrating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
the whole desk was going. I'm like, what
getting
the
my
heck
notifications.
was that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good communication.
It's work communications.
Oh no.
Anyway.
So I got to do Run the Tech, right?
Oh yeah.
Unless you don't want me to. I mean,
no, go ahead.
You guys are probably tired of listening to me talk. Huh?
No, not at all.
60s, I love it. Now time for Round the Tech in 60 seconds.
Yeah, baby. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Count it down. In 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Governors push for zero-emission cars. The governors of 8 states this week joined forces in order to put millions of zero-emission cars on the road in the next decade.
Yeah.
Comcast adds HBO to new low-price web plan. Don't look for it too soon because Comcast is offering a new bare-bones service package, but with a twist. Go check out their website to find out what the twist was.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
Massive domain name expansion begins. After years of preparation, the rollout of new generic top-level domains is finally underway, with the Internet's governing body today delegating the first new domains.
Yeah.
PETA launches drone fleet to monitor hunters. The organization has kicked off a project to use hobby-class drone planes to monitor hunters and capture any illegal or cruel hunting practices.
Uh-oh.
Report. Microsoft prepping Google Glass rival. Microsoft is reportedly testing its own web-connected eyewear, a direct threat to Google Glass.
Yeah. Look at that.
Made it.
Oh, you did do the quote.
But I figured I'd do the quote after.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, you did make it. Woo!
Yeah, right? Finally. Hey, Jim.
Yes.
Jim. Not you, Jim.
Oh, wrong Jim.
Jim. Hey, Jim.
Finger Lakes Jim.
I finally did it. I finally got it.
Finally beat the clock.
Anyway, so this quote it really hit home for me, so I decided I wanted to share it. So, one machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man.
No machine.
And that was sent by Albert Hubbard. Sorry. Albert Hubbard. There we go. But no, I don't think it was meant to be sexist in any way. I just think, you know, a person, you know, you really say it that way, I guess.
Right.
But really, one machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man.
There you go.
I think Steve Jobs was a great example of that. So isn't Bill Gates. Two extraordinary men that have gone amazing. Just have brought some amazing technologies to to the world, and they were the grandfathers, fathers, and grandfathers of a lot of the technology used today.
Nice.
The visionaries.
Very nice.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good.
I know. I
think that was a great show, actually.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. It was great.
Could have used a couple more callers, but hey.
Well, those callers, man. Yeah, right. Those callers. I don't know. They're just they're killing us here.
Right.
Hey, and if you want to get your question on, here's the other thing. If you want to get your comments or questions on the show, you can send an email to techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
Correct.
We will read the email, but we won't use your full name or email address or anything. We'll just use, if you just sign it as Flipper from
Seneca
Finger Lakes,
or
Flipper from Seneca Falls, or Flipper from Upstate, or whatever. We can get your comments on if you want to get in on the conversation. If you want us to talk about something particular or something specific, want to know a little bit more about something, email us and maybe we'll do a show on it.
Right. We'll try to get on the air.
Right.
For sure.
And we got Skype. You can find us on Skype, Tech Talk Live NY. You can find us on the live stream chat. I don't know if that's still off the main page of Finger Lakes One or not, but I got it up. You got Facebook, you got Twitter,
YouTube, you got everything.
Yep. You can even talk to us via our phone number, which is a Google Voice number. So
315-220-0692.
Rings right here into the studio, puts it right into the board, so you're able to be heard, and everything sounds great.
Check us out on election night.
Right. Actually, I'm really hoping if anybody running in the Finger Lakes region that wants to talk about anything that day or whatever, want to do some sound bites or anything, I'm sure you can get a hold of Jim at fingerlakes1.com, or if you want to call in to the shows and do sound bites, we can definitely do it here at our studio. So
awesome.
Cool.
Anyway,
you've been listening to Tech Talk Live here, live on fingerlakes1.com, fingerlakes1.tv. We're out every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 Eastern Time. Go check us out at our website, ttlny.com. We're out of here.
I'm JJ. He's Flipper. See ya.
You've been listening to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.